To say that there were strong wind gusts this final day would really be an understatement. The wind was brutal and punishing, and some observers said that scores would really soar as a result. And they did, for some players, but not all. 3 players were to break 70, but of the 39 men who made the cut and finished, 10 shot 80 or higher. The weather for last year's amateur was great, and so was the finish, as dramatic as they come. It was June 4th, 2015. Young Max Grazerman shot a record-breaking 64, making up 6 shots on the final round. He stood on the 18th green with a chance to take the lead. And here's the call by Carmine Garrity-Jamay.
Big putt here now for Max.
Go, go.
Yes! Oh!
Yes!
And he drops it in for birdie on the 18th to finish -3. What a round for Max Grazerman. Birdies on 10, 11, 14, 17, and 18.
As they say, though, especially pertaining to the game of golf, that was then, and this is now. Surely defending champion Max, fresh off a fine junior year at Duke, could make up the one slim shot he trailed by this year. Or could he? Max would have to overcome the excellent play of 20-year-old Thomas Lamort of Hayworth Country Club, who shot a 1-under-par 69 in the morning's 3rd round. He was the only player to break 70, with the wind just as strong then as now. Trailing Max by 2 shots and Thomas by 3 was Jared Mactus of Edgewood Country Club. And at +6 was Brian Comline of Black Oak. And Brian was playing with Max Grazerman. Thomas Lamort was playing 2 groups ahead of Grazerman, and he began his pressure-filled final round, parring the 1st and then birdieing the 2nd and 3rd. He was now playing the par 4 4th.
Right in. Nice birdie on number 4 for Thomas.
Thomas was now 1 under par for the tournament. Max Grazerman carded a bogey and 3 pars through 4 holes, so Lamort's lead was now 5 shots. He did bogey the short par 3 5th when his tee shot landed in a left side bunker and then he couldn't get up and down. He parred the 6th, and now he was playing the 7th.
Thomas Lamort now for birdie on the par 4 7th. Got 20 feet. Oh, he's got another one, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Thomas Lamort. What a front 9 he's played.
4 birdies in the first 7 holes, with the wind blowing 30 to 40 miles an hour. Very impressive. Max Grazerman did birdie the 9th after a great approach, but his 1 over 36 on the front 9 was 3 shots higher than Lamort's 33. Thomas's lead was now 4 shots. With 9 holes to play, was anyone making a move? Pretty tough to gain ground when the leader shoots 33 on the front 9. Kieran Purcell of Essex County Country Club had 34 on the front 9. But Kieran began his round 8 shots off the lead. He shot a fine 69 in his final round, but finished in a tie for 3rd with Grazerman's playing partner Brian Comline, who finished his round with 73 and a 289 total, 9 over par for the championship. Jared Mactus of Edgewood Country Club began the round only 3 shots back, but after a 41 on the front 9, he finished with 77 in a tie for 7th. So it looked like a 2-man race down the stretch. Both men parred the 10th hole, and then both birdied 11. The margin was still 4 shots.
By the young man.
Thomas was now playing the par 4 12th. Don't forget now he's playing 2 groups ahead of Max Grazerman.
Oh, he misses right. That's a bogey for Thomas Lamort.
That bogey cut Thomas's lead to 3 shots after Max parred the hole shortly after. Both players parred the 13th. The 14th is a par 5, playing 542 yards.
On the 14th tee. We hit that left. Max Grazerman on the move, just as he was last year. And Thomas has not played this par 5 14th hole well. He lies 2 down in the valley. He's got a fairly long third shot. And he's jumping up there, as you can see, just to see the green. The hole's playing 542 today. He hit his tee shot left and then didn't hit a good second shot out of the rough. He's got to put this ball on the green. Here it comes. And right in the middle of the green, pretty nice shot there from there. It's ball's rolling back a little. Still rolling. He's here in 3 on this par 5. This is for birdie, about 30 feet uphill. Slow down. 5 feet by. Now his lead is down to just 2 shots.
Minutes later, Max Grazerman and playing partner Brian Comline attacked this uphill par 5. Max took plenty of time assessing his long second shot, and when he hit it, he seemed upset, thinking it was too far left. But he was just off the green, and his approach putt left him 6 feet short for birdie. He calmly rolled it in for a birdie 4, and now had come within 1 shot of Thomas Lamort. Last year's comeback kid was doing it again. Both men parred the par 4 15th. The 16th is a par 4 that players must hit a mid-iron to the fairway, playing short of water that surrounds the green. And as Thomas stood on the tee, he may not yet have known that behind him, Max Grazerman had birdied 14 to cut his lead to just 1 shot. His par on 16 kept him ahead, but just by 1 slim shot. Just as a side note, Thomas's playing partner, Will Everts, went for the green with driver, cut the dogleg beautifully, and landed in the back bunker with his tee shot. His gamble paid off, and he birdied the hole after a nice bunker shot. The hole measures 343 yards. Will finished well back, however, but did card a 67 in his second round in the tournament. Max Grazerman, playing 16, hit too much club off the tee and landed in a fairway bunker. His second shot was a little long and unfortunately caromed off a drain cover on the fringe and stopped 20 yards over the putting surface. He had a very difficult shot coming up, and he needed to get down in 2 to stay 1 behind. And he didn't have a lot of green to work with. It was a delicate shot, played well by Max, and it rolled to about 10 feet from the hole. But he missed his par putt and was now 2 back with just 2 holes to play. Just before Max was bogeying 16, Thomas Lamort had parred 17 and was now in the fairway on the 429-yard par 4 finishing hole.
Was that going all over it? Boy, does that look good.
His second shot looked a lot closer than it actually was. It was a long putt for birdie for the leader.
Looks good. He's got it! What a putt there by Thomas Lamort.
A great putt for the young man, who finished the tournament at even par 280, shooting a final round 2 under par 68, with strong winds to contend with all afternoon long. Even the comeback kid of last year couldn't make up 3 shots in 2 holes. With just 17 and 18 to play, Max needed eagle birdie just to tie. An eagle on 17, of course, is a hole-in-one. Max came to the 17th tee at 3 over par for the championship. Thomas was in the clubhouse at even par. No hole-in-one for Max on 17, just a par. But he got the second half of it right from a bunker for a birdie on the 18th.
Bunker shot could go in. Oh! Woo! What a way to end the tournament, ladies and gentlemen.
it was all over. A final round 68 for Lamort and 69 for Grazerman. Thomas the winner by 2 shots.
So Tom, first question. How did you manage to play so well under these windy conditions when all the other players were falling by the wayside?
You know what? I don't really think it was about me playing so well. It was simple the way I played well. I hit the ball so well this week. I've been hitting it well, just haven't been able to trust it. And I was just hitting my targets, hitting the right distances, and just all came together. It was really nice.
And you got to admit that's one of the best putting rounds you've had in a long time.
Yeah, I think I made a couple putts outside of 20 feet, which was nice. But it's funny that you say that because leading up to this, I really hadn't been putting well. I've been putting it okay, but nothing special. And today, even this whole tournament, it all changed. So that was really nice.
So what's next for you, Tom? When are you playing again?
I'm actually heading down to South Carolina to play in the Rice Planters Amateur on the 19th. So I think that's the next tournament I have. But up until then, I think that's my next tournament. Yeah.
Great playing in that win, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
But you got to be pretty happy with the way you played, Max. And this win, 69.
Yeah. What hurt me the most was at the start on 2 and 3. So I was in the fairway. I was green side 20 feet for eagle, and I walked away with a par. And then on the next hole, the drivable par 4, I was green side, and I walked away with a bogey. So that's 2 shots, like 2 of the easiest shots I could pick up right there. That's probably what lost me a tournament today.
I thought here he comes again, the comeback kid, just like last year.
I almost had it. I left the putt in the hard short on the par 3 on like 14 or something uphill. That would have basically tied me up. But it was just too much. He played well. He shot even par, so he won it. I didn't lose it.
Tying for third at 289, 9 shots back, were Kieran Purcell and Brian Comline. In second, Max Grazerman, 2 back with a 282 total, and that's 2 over par. And the winner of the 115th Amateur Championship, Thomas Lamort, with a 4-round total of 280, and that's even par. So long from the Montammy Golf Club in Alpine, New Jersey.